So, in today's video, guys, we're taking on this new Ultra Space Time Rush Festival Edition, right? Now, this one is going to be a fairly long one, I'd say, a fairly long video, but I'm going to try and cut it down as quickly as I can, right? So, basically with this, it's just simple playing Boss Rush, right? Basically what I did throughout all this is I just did Auto Select, right? Now, Auto Select just does basically, I mean, I do it for any sort of Space Time Rush we do get, because it's just a lot easier to do. So what it does is it obviously sets a team for you. Now, this is good and bad, I will say. As you can see here, you know, in the very early stages, I'm using really overpowered units, which obviously can be good, but when I get to the later stages, right, I actually can't use them. And I guess why I think that's a good and bad thing for a video purpose for me is it shows you can actually do this free to play or new to the game, right? Because I think in the later stages, in a few of them, I'd use like really old Zenkai units, or really old just blue units, or whatever type I'm on, and I still beat it with ease, right? I mean, obviously it's a bit longer to do. I think this one here, for example, it took a bit longer to do, with like Bulma and Goku and that, but at the same time, I still got it done fairly quickly. Well, I say fairly quickly, but all up, I mean, obviously yeah, the fights here I did obviously speed up quite a bit. I think it was like 88 minutes of recording all up, which I didn't want to quite show all of it because the battle wise sense, you know, you don't really have to try that hard against these sort of like events sort of thing. Like they're not really too difficult, right? It's just getting your team set, which why I think auto select such a good thing, because you don't have to go, oh yeah, I'm gonna bring these 3 characters, then you have to look for your support, which ones can I use, because obviously with these ones here, you don't have to use like full blue units on the support side as well. You can literally just use, you know, anyone else's except obviously blue for your 3 main fighters, right? But yeah, it didn't take too long to do once I just kept doing auto select, because I was thinking about doing it in, you know, going through each video, like each fight, and go, yep, I'm going to use these 3 units, which I have obviously slowed down to show, but I was going to show which other ones I could use. But once I saw how easy it is, that's why I recommend just doing auto. You can obviously select the teams I got, that's why I've obviously slowed it down just to sort of show. But I just think, in all honesty, you can run any 3 units, you know, on the team. You probably could use even type neutral characters, like you could use probably yellow units in this one here, this phase of the fight. I don't think it would matter too much, except you're missing out on the extra damage because obviously type advantage, right? But this event is obviously very good for a lot of reasons, which is why I heavily suggest actually doing it. One of the main ones is obviously you're going to get a lot of rewards from this, like a lot of the Space Time Rush medals, the great ones I think they're called. So you get a lot of good rewards from it. You can get a lot of the missions done as well, because obviously there is missions to this, and also a title as well. So I do recommend doing that. Well, not just for the title, but also for the, you know, the other good rewards as well. I don't think there was CC in it, sadly. I think it was purely just, you know, resources, which I think is good for even, like, you know, players like me, for example, that play the game for quite a while. Because, like, you can get slot removers. What else can you get? I mean, I guess slot removers is probably the main one at the moment, because, well, not now, but there will be another Mega Equipment Bonanza coming up soon, I would say. Maybe for part 2, we should get another one. So you can do that, or obviously just get Zenkai Power, which is obviously, if you are new to the game, I probably recommend getting that first, other than, you know, slot movers. Because even though some of these Zenkai units might seem trashy, they could be very good on your bench for like these sort of events, right? Now, I'm not saying we'll get more events like this, because this is the first time I've had a Space Time Rush like this before. And it is very long and tedious, I will say that, but the rewards are worth it in the end. Which is probably the main thing I look at with these sort of events. Is the rewards worth it? If not, it doesn't really matter if you skip it or not. But you do get a lot of missions done as well, right? Because the missions are for, like, you know, for example, KO a character a certain amount of times. There's plenty of characters to KO here as well. I also got a fair bit of the ticket missions done as well. Now, obviously, the ticket missions, all of them aren't out yet. So there could be more characters you have to obviously use, but for the moment, it's easy to do. I don't know when this event goes away, which is probably the only other bad thing. I would assume it goes away probably around about I know, I'm hoping part 2, because I'd like to see them rerun this event again with new units. Well, not new units, but a new style maybe. Maybe I can do like, you have to use like an individual team for each one. I think that'd be fair. Well, maybe not team, but like category for each one, right? But at the same time, 5 is quite a lot to do, so maybe they could just trim it down a little bit. But if the rewards are worth it, then I'm not really too bothered just farming the event out sort of thing. But yeah, I think... Is it 6 battles per one? I think it is. So there is quite a fair bit to do when you think about it. But other than that, there's not really much events actually on at the moment. There should be, yeah, by the time this video goes up, there should be the new free-to-play unit dropping. So new Zenkai for the Purple Vegeta as well is dropping as well. And then the equipment for Trunks, right? I guess it's not really quite content in terms of events, but it is stuff to sort of do. I don't think we'll get another equipment bonanza with the new, what do you call it? The new Trunks coming out. Well, new platinum equipment for the Trunks. I hope we do, but I wouldn't quite expect that. Yeah, as you can see here, I'm not really using any sort of, what do you call it, any sort of skill here picking these things. I'm just doing auto throughout all of it. It's a lot, like I said, it's a lot easier than individually going through, yeah, I'm going to have to use this sort of team with this sort of unit. You just auto, get pretty much all of it done. But at the same time, these sort of events is why I heavily say try to start art boosting more of your units. It is tedious art boosting your units, but at the same time, when you get to the hard stages, and if you haven't got many characters to run, if you left that art boost unit to the end, he could easily take on this whole event, like all 3 characters in one fight. Like, easily, right? I think actually one of them, I do prove it. It might have already gone actually, because who was it? It was Revival UI, yeah, Revival UI Goku. And I actually took on the whole fight just with him alone. I obviously did bring other units as well, but I just purely used him to actually do the fighting, and he just took out everyone. So, but he is fully art boosted, right? That's sort of my point. Like, you can easily get it done just as one unit. Well, and also if you know the strategies to, you know, these free-to-play events, right? They're not really too difficult, but the bots are pretty easy to sort of manipulate on your side to sort of easily get vanishes, stuff like that. I think we're nearly ended the fights here. There's, like I said, there's quite a lot. I had to really edit this quite a fair bit. But I guess I didn't have to edit this whole thing. You know, I could have just cut the fights, but I just wanted to show the team can actually do it. Because I've seen some, like, people just like, yeah, I did it, and then you look at the team, it's like, well, that's not the same team you used, sort of thing. So I'd rather show you guys that, yep, this is exactly how you do it. This is the team I used. You know, like I said, the battle's really up to you to sort of do, but these, they're not difficult at all. It's just, you know, tap buttons sort of thing, easy win. Like, I actually think I could probably do auto as well. Like, click auto on the fighting, and I could have done it, like, that way as well. It's just doing that, it probably would have taken a bit longer to fight, because the bots, the bots that take over for you are pretty slow at the game. And as you can tell, I sort of want to try and speedrun this as fast as I could. So, but I think each individual one took me anywhere from like 10 to 15 minutes, roughly. So it is quite a fair bit if you're not trying to, well, I could have got it faster if I was like properly speedrunning. But obviously I was doing other things as well, because playing this much Legends event is a bit boring, so I was taking breaks here and there. That's why the clips are sort of, I guess not jittered, but you can sort of see where I stopped and started, sort of thing. I tried to make it a smooth transition, but yeah, just I had to take a break eventually, right? I think it was it here as well. Just use Diamond Goku Diamond Goku the whole time. But yeah, I don't know. I think Legends does have to bring more events in for Legends Fest, because it is pretty quiet, I would say. Like I said, there is a few events you can do, but compared to what we had last year, I don't know what they're doing. Like, why can't they rerun some of the old, like, free-to-play events, right? Like, I just don't get why they're so hesitant to bring them back. It's a bit weird to me, right? Who knows, maybe there's a reason they can't bring them back. Maybe due to the gacha side of it, they can't bring free-to-play units back after a week or whatever. Actually, they brought free play units back before. So I don't know why they're not doing it now. It's a bit weird. I wish I knew why, but I honestly have no clue. Because like Dokkan does it all the time, so it can't be a gacha problem. So my only thing is they're just they're just lazy to bring these units back. And as you can see, we nearly got this one done. Yeah, under the bag, easy as that. So there you go, all Z's done. Obviously, Z's is what you need to actually pass and get the missions done. I think I did quickly show what the missions do look like. I don't think there's any CC. Quickly have a look. No, there's not. Good rewards, but that's about it. So, yeah, if you guys need any more help, with team builds or you're struggling on a certain stage, let me know in the comment section below, and I'll do my best to sort of help guide you that sort of way. And yeah, if you guys like this video and want to see more, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.